viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series, and it looks like Black-White Eldrazi versus Blue-Red Prowess. Prowess just threw down a Wild Slash to kill off the Wasteland Strangler, and he's got a Majoring Bully. And it looks like probably Swift Spear was under the other Silk Wrap, and he put it in the graveyard with Strangler to kill off the Jeskai Elder. Gideon, ally of Zendikar, makes a 2/2 token. So, still managing to keep himself alive here. But with Wild Slash and Fiery Impulse as options to be able to get rid of the Knight token, and there's a Fiery Impulse, unfortunately, his defense is falling apart really fast. Ow. And that's going to be a 4/4 double strike, so that's going to be 8 damage to the face. And all he'd have to do is play one more spell, and he'd be able to kill. But looks like he didn't have it, so has to leave him on 2. And now a Wild Slash will finish this. So he Anthems Gideon, and follows it up with another Gideon. Makes an ally token, so it's a 3/3. Now it's all up to Prowess to have the card that he needs to win this game. A Wild Slash to the face will win, a Fiery Impulse will win. Temur Battle Rage isn't going to win here because it doesn't give him trample because he wasn't big enough. But it will be enough to off the Knight token. Oh, what is that card? I can't remember the name. It's the one blue instant that gives your creature unblockable and lets you draw a card. That would win him the game as well. Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, so that's a 5/5 and gets to look at his hand, gets rid of a second Mage Bully. Or Majoring Bully, sorry. So now Prowess is completely top-decking. And manning up Gideon here. He's a 6/6, so he'll swing in for 6 and knock Prowess down to 5. And suddenly the momentum has shifted towards black and white Eldrazi. But like I said, it is ridiculously easy for Prowess to win here. He just has to top deck the right card to do it. Okay, Monastery Swift Spear. Ouch. He's gonna knock him down to 1. Yeah, you have to attack with the Majoring Bully. That's why, under certain circumstances, you play creatures like him in your second main phase so that it's after combat so that you can use them as a blocker. And they both go in, one blocker, get rid of the Majoring Bully, and Swift Spear will deal 1 damage, and black and white Eldrazi is at 1. And that's the game. Because Man Up Gideon, 2 attackers, even if he had a card to deal with one of them, he still would have taken enough damage to die. So, on to game 2. That was one heck of a knockdown, drag-out struggle there at the end. But while we're waiting for game 2, just thought I'd give you guys a life update. For the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing a work assessment study. Monday through Friday. I don't know whether I'm doing 4-hour shifts or 8-hour shifts. So, if I'm doing 4-hour shifts, I'm probably am going to be able to be doing just as many videos as I do now on the normal schedule. But if it's an 8-hour shift, if it's 8-hour shifts, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up the schedule. Even if it is 8-hour schedules, I'm going to try and put out at least one video for you guys on a normal schedule, but if I can't, now you guys will know why, or why you're getting so few videos. I might be ridiculously busy for I just don't know yet. But that's what I got to do to try and get a job. In case you guys didn't know, I'm unemployed at the moment, so. To the game. Prowess, turn 2, Monastery Swift Spear. Hacking in for 1. Back to black and white. Silk Wrap. Yeah, he's managed to have Silk Wrap when he's needed it. Last game he had a couple of them early on. This time he got one on turn 2. And it is really annoying for Prowess to have to deal with because, losing your quick Prowess guy so early on means that you have to restart your army, and like with Jeskai Elder, you have to play him on turn 3, wait until turn 4 to attack with him, and during that time he can get Silk Wrapped. So now you have to start all over again. So maybe Storm Chaser Mage this time? 3 mana, Monastery Swift Spear, and Tormenting Voice. Discarding Majoring Bully to draw 2 cards. So Swift Spear 2/3, he'll attack in for 2, and black will be down to 17. So far, not. Well, it probably would have been more aggressive if it weren't for the fact that black and white has been able to deal with 2 out of the 3 creatures almost immediately. But honestly, not as aggressive as I would expect. Black and white does get out a 2/2 Hangerback Walker, so something that Prowess is going to have to deal with. And there's a Storm Chaser Mage. Now, Storm Chaser Mage is a really tough creature to deal with because he's a 1/3, lots of toughness, so it's hard to kill him. And then Prowess, so makes him even bigger. Like in this situation, he Fiery Impulsed the Hangerback Walker to kill it off, and now he's attacking him with a 2/3 and a 2/4, and all black and white has is 2/1/1 flyers. He can't even double block either one of these creatures to kill it off. So he chooses to take the 4 damage and go down to 13 to preserve his Thopter tokens for possibly an attack of his own, or for chump blockers in case he really needs them. But 5 mana for black and white fires off a Transgress the Mind into 3 cards. Hopefully he will find something like a... Oh, Treasure Cruise! Now that was a really good pick-off. Now he has double Tormenting Voice, so... kind of a tough situation. And follows it up with a 1/1 Hangerback Walker. So undoubtedly he'll be playing a Tormenting Voice here. Discarding Tormenting Voice to play it. So that one card that he top decked must have been better than another Tormenting Voice. But now he's got 3 cards, so he could have a Strength in his hand. Or not. So 4 more damage. Black and white's down to 9. 3 cards in hand for black and white. He really needs to throw something out here. So, Ruinous Path to kill off the Storm Chaser Mage. So deals with the flying attacker, so now he has plenty of blockers, or chump blockers, to deal with Monastery Swift Spear. During the next attack, he can potentially have 4 power worth of blockers, as well as 4 toughness. So it would take at least 2 spells without buffs, or 1 with a toughness buff to make Swift Spear survive an attack run. Treasure Cruise. That was a really good pickup for him. Buffs up the Swift Spear to 2/3, gives him 3 cards, so puts him up to 5 cards versus the 1 card in Black and White's hand. So potentially he could have. Throwing out the Majoring Bully. Oh, he doesn't have haste. I always just assumed he did. And blocking all on the Swift Spear. And buffing up the Hangerback Walker to 2/2. And he just decided to kill off the Thopter tokens. Which honestly isn't that bad of a choice because this leaves him with a single blocker versus if he had killed off the Hangerback Walker, then he would have had 4 1/1 Thopter tokens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can force him to sacrifice a creature this turn. Expedite to give it haste to let him draw a card. Prowess is up to Majoring Bully. And might as well do it now since he can't really do anything to save it. So the Bully dies, and Expedite will fizzle. So 3 cards left in hand for Prowess, and he passes the turn. Black and White throws out, ooh, Linvala the Preserver. Now, she is an interesting card. Don't see it very often, mainly because she's a 6 mana cost creature. But 5/5, flying for 6, and when she comes into play, if an opponent has more life than you, gain 5, so he's up to 14. And if they have more creatures than you get a 3/3 angel token to go with it. So, attacking in with the Hangerback Walker since he doesn't have the mana to buff it up. That'll be 2 damage. And it's not looking good for Prowess. So Prowess takes the 2 damage, and it passes back to him. For a second there, I thought he was going to play something at the end of turn. Another land, and passing the turn. Looks like he's running out of gas. So in with Linvala for 5. That'll knock Prowse down to 14. He holds back the Hangerback Walker since he has enough mana to be able to buff it up this turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could buff up the Walker and force him to sacrifice with Blighted Fen. And, ow, another land pass from Prowess. Walker's up to 3/3. And another land from Black and White. And attacking all in here for 8 damage. And Prowess is down to 6. He has to do something pretty drastic here or he's dead. Because he does have the mana to be able to man up the Shambling Vent and add a 3rd attacker. But no, he concedes. Well, that's what happens when you run out of gas in an aggro deck like that. They just can build up momentum and then just run you over with it. But that was Black-White. I'm going to call it Black-White Eldrazi. So that was Black-White Eldrazi versus Blue-Red Prowess. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.